What's going on, race fans? It's ISP TV here tonight with the Moonshiners Racing League White Lightning Xfinity Series. We're ready to kick some dust up here at Phoenix Raceway. How's everybody doing tonight? Right around 8 minutes left in practice here so far. We got Chad Sullivan, fastest in practice with a 27.66. Chad's also our last week's winner at Vegas. Little information about this awesome racetrack here tonight. Phoenix Raceway. It's a 1 mile low bank tri-oval located right in Avondale, Arizona. The motorsport track opened in 1964 and currently hosts 2 NASCAR race weekends annually. Phoenix Raceway has also hosted the CART IndyCar Series, USAC, and the WeatherTech Sports Car Series Championship. And I believe right 2020 is when they started hosting the NASCAR Series Championship events. We visit this track 2 times a year, so tonight is definitely going to be great for all these teams and drivers for preparation for the championship race later on in the season. Last night was a good race for the Bootleggers Cup Series. Rhett Nichols punched his ticket into the playoffs with a dominant performance, winning both stages and bringing home the victory. Current point standings for the Xfinity Series here so far. Justin Cope's on top with 131 points. Followed by Barry Sanders, Chad Sullivan, Alan Hinson. That's a 3-way tie right there for second place. Barrett Coffey's in 5th with 126 points. Then we got John Mickey, Darren Mills, Warren Young, Larry Leviner, Jeffrey Oaks rounds out your top 10 in points so far. You can see the drivers highlighted in the green there. That means they have got themselves punched into the playoffs with a win. We'll scroll through the rest of the field so you guys can see where your favorite drivers are located currently in the point standings. This is our 4th race of the season, the 3rd race of the West Coast Swing. 3rd and final race of the West Coast Swing. We've had 3 different winners so far. Let's see if we can get... Are we going to keep that trend going tonight, or is one of these guys that's already won one going to grab another? Take a look at the 5 ride of Aaron Matthews in the All About Sheep Metal Chevy Camaro. He's sponsoring tonight's race. It's the All About Sheep Metal 200. I'm not sure if he's the owner of All About Sheep Metal or he just has that as a sponsor, but anyway, he's rocking that awesome paint scheme with them Proudly sponsoring that hot rod. Aaron's looking to have himself a nice solid run tonight. Hopefully grab himself a victory and punch his ticket into the playoffs. Check out Chad Sullivan in the 21 Ford Mustang, last week's winner. He's going to try to go back to back here tonight. Just about 2 minutes left in practice, then we're going to head on over to qualifying and see where these drivers line up for tonight's race. 200 laps tonight, with stages being lap 45, and then stage 2 at 90, and then going to 200 from there. Going to be a long, grueling race. Phoenix is super technical. You can find yourself overdriving it very easily and burning up your tires in a hurry. Pit road's another key we gotta look at here. You can make or break your race on pit road, especially with that corner and the drivers that have their pit boxes right on that corner. That's hard to see where your pit is when coming down pit lane. It's hard to look to the left and see exactly where your pit box is, and you can definitely miss it or overshoot it or anything. It's just it could screw up your race in a heartbeat. We got Chad Sullivan, fastest so far in practice. Barry Sanders is in second. Young third, Matthews fourth, and Oaks top 5 so far on the speed charts in practice. How's everybody doing tonight in the chat? I appreciate y'all tuning in. All right, qualifying is just starting here. You see Barry Sanders up first to make his qualifying attempt. He's very excited about tonight's event. Last night he was looking to have a good run. He got caught up into some misfortune early on and didn't have a good solid run like he was hoping. But tonight, new night, he's looking to grab that win, punch his ticket into the playoffs. this new configuration of Phoenix, it is a tricky one. They got the start-finish line on the right before the dog leg, so restarts are key. They are crucial, and they could be hectic and ruin your race instantly if you guys, or if they get into each other. Soon as the green flag comes out, you'll see cars going 3, 4, 5 wide down into that dog leg below that apron. And we all know from the racing surface down to the apron below that yellow line, that transition can be tricky. It'll upset that race car in a heartbeat. Sanders is on top currently with a 27.50. Got Leviner second, Hinson in third, Mills fourth, and Cook fifth. Now we're getting more drivers laying laps down, so the time charts are changing. There's Chad Sullivan, last week's winner, making his qualifying attempt. See if he can put a hot lap down. And he does. A 27.50. Take a look at Warren Young in the number 9 Chevy Camaro. Nice looking hot rod. All matte black RS button box sponsored ride. I think that's what it is. Yeah, RS Button Box is one of our great sponsors for Moonshiners Racing League. Check them out on Facebook if you need a button box for your sim rig. Got kind of a short or a small field tonight. Should make for a long green flag run race. A lot of green flag pit stops, hopefully. While we have a moment, we'll check in on our in-car driver, Barry Sanders. I think he's the only one we have tonight. Yeah, Barry's not in his race car just yet. He's getting ready to hop in and do battle for 200 laps. We'll check back in with Barry throughout the race. Take a look at Aaron Matthews doing his qualifying attempt. He's currently in third. I think that's all. Yeah, it must have been his second lap. Good start for Aaron. My pick's going to be Barry Sanders for tonight. He comes in tonight with 3 top 10s, 1 top 5, and no wins so far. But tonight could be the night. He's really, really thinking he has a great shot to grab that win tonight. It's going to be interesting to see who has what it takes to conquer this 1 mile tricky track. Very technical. You can, if you overshoot them corners on entry, you can lock that left front tire up, lock them brakes up, and slide up into somebody on your outside. Got to be very careful. Got to be on your A game throughout the whole race. Each lap, you can definitely overdrive this track very, very easy. Anybody looking for a league? Moonshiners Racing League. Check them out on Facebook. Message them. They're recruiting for the Xfinity Series as well as the Cup Series. They run on Wednesdays and Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. Open setups. Great bunch of guys. I believe they're in their second year or so of a league, and everything's run really well. Barry Sanders is your league president. So if you're interested in joining, message him on Facebook or find Moonshiners Racing League and message them directly, and they will be glad to get you in. Next week, we head to Atlanta. That should be a great race. It's iRacing hasn't got the new version yet, the repave and reconfiguration yet, but good old Atlanta. I like that track a lot. I've always had fun racing there, good success. It should be a great show for these drivers. They should put on a great show. That'd be fun. I can't wait for next week. Tune in to ISB TV on Wednesdays and Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Got Lisa Hayes and Kyle Hayes up in the chat. Hi guys, how you doing? Appreciate you tuning in. $81 degrees, nice and warm. Gonna make that track probably a little slick with a track temp of 104. This is a mile length track, but it has an attitude of a short track. Clear outside with 6-mile-an-hour winds, 31% humidity. Keys to victory, you don't want any mistakes. They're no good. So try not to get no mistakes. Be on your A game throughout the whole race. Focused, and you should be able to bring it home in a decent finish. With this track having a short track attitude, you got to keep your cool. Tempers can flare at any moment. And then be there at the end. Keep all the fenders on that bad boy, and you'll be ready to rock and bring home a nice, solid finish. All right, starting on the pole will be Chad Sullivan, last week's winner, with a 27.508. To his outside, Barry Sanders, my pick for tonight, in second. Aaron Matthews in third. Hunter Carmichael starts in fourth. Warren Young, fifth. Alan Hinson starts in sixth. Seventh and eighth will be Larry Leviner and Darren Mills. Ninth and 10th is Mark Cook and John Mickey. 11th and 12th will be Justin Cope and Paul Regney. Rounding out your field for tonight's All About Sheet Metal 200 at Phoenix Raceway, it will be Jeff Oakes in 13th. That's your starting lineup for tonight's event. Head on down trackside to get this thing going. It's going to be a long one, guys. Are you guys ready? You got your popcorn, your soda pops, your beverages? First stage will be lap 45. Got Alan Hinson right there starting in 6th position. He's got 3 top 10s, 2 top 5s so far this season. Very consistent driver. No wins it just yet, but that could change tonight. Barry Sanders as well. He's very consistent. 3 top 10s, 1 top 5 for him as well. He's looking for that all-important win. Alright, pace car has pulled that thing in pit road. We were ready to get this show on the road, guys. Sullivan and Sanders on the front row. They're 2 by 2 all the way through. Green flag is about to be thrown. Here we go. Green, green, green. Sullivan dips it way down below the apron. Got to be careful there. It's going to spread out like crazy. 4 or 5 wide at times if they have enough cars. Matthews gets a nice run on the inside. He tucks right in between or behind Sullivan. Sanders is going to have to settle for 3rd at the moment. Whoever set their car up to be a long run setup tonight, I think is going to be doing pretty good. It's probably going to end up being a long run race. Got Sullivan out front. Matthews follows behind in 2nd. Sanders and Young. Carmichael in 5th. Start to see it single file out a little bit. Gonna see who can save the tires the best. Right down on that yellow line, you're going to see them probably gradually move up throughout the run. And you can tell they're not trying to get below that apron too much either, because that can upset that hot rod real quick. Barry Sanders looking good so far. He told me earlier that he is feeling good about tonight. You see him dip down below that apron. As the run goes on, them tires wear out. That's going to be more difficult to handle. As soon as you go from that race surface down to the apron, that transition, that could upset the race car and kick you sideways. So you got to have a good handle on it. Sullivan stretching that lead out little by little each lap. Matthews and company do not want to let him get too far out. See Warren Young there get a little loose on exit. Was able to save it and not make contact with the wall. Fifth place of Hunter Carmichael gets real loose on exit there in number 3 Ford Mustang. There's about a second or so gap between 5th and 6th of Oaks. Makes me wonder if the top 5 are burning their stuff up and the second pack here is saving, or is the top 5 just have that much better of a setup? This being an open setup league, they are able to build their setups, work on them, adjust throughout the race. Unlike a fixed setup, you are limited on what you can do. You can see the top 3 are starting to run, top 3 or 4 are starting to run a little bit higher off that yellow line now. 13 laps in. Right there, Barry's right on the yellow. You can get away with it in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, they tend to run high, a little bit higher, kind of diamond the corner. If I screw up the corners on this configuration, I'm sorry, I'm still learning it. They switched it all around, so I might be call the wrong corners here and there, but eventually I will learn this track like I used to know how it was. But I think everybody's going through that a little bit, trying to figure it out exactly where everything is now since the whole new configuration. Back up front, it's Chad Sullivan in that 21 Texaco Haviland Ford Mustang, getting it done, leading every lap so far. Last week's winner. He likes the feel of being a winner. He wants to continue that trend. See, he goes way up high there, try to get a nice runoff. Look down in 9th. I believe 9th place in points in the season standings, and it's Larry Leviner. He's got 3 top 10s, no top 5s, but very consistent with them 3 top 10s. Consistency is definitely key, and it can definitely put you in the right direction to make a championship run. Long season. They follow the NASCAR schedule. So this is definitely the beginning, but every point matters, and stage points are humongous. Definitely want to try to get top 10 on these stages. But you got to be careful because you can get yourself in trouble fighting for the top 10 for the stage end and find yourself on the hook early on. So, definitely got to be careful with how you manage that. Try to get top 10 in them stages. But if you can, if you're running strong enough, you're definitely going to want to do it because them stage points are huge. Take a look at Darren Mills running in the number 2 Chevy Camaro. He's got a win so far this season as well. There's only 3 different winners in both series. Or not only, but there's 3 different winners in each series so far. 3 different races, 3 different winners. This is the 4th race. Are we going to have a new one tonight? Last night was our 4th different for the Cup Series, and Rhett Nichols picking up his ticket for the playoffs. So the trend is continuing for the Cup Series. We shall see if the trend continues for the White Lightning Xfinity Series. What's up, everybody in the chat? 9 viewers on Facebook. Appreciate every one of you guys. Who you guys rooting for to win tonight? My pick is Barry Sanders. He's currently running 3rd. I'm not forgetting about my awesome fans in YouTube land either. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as well. Make sure you give a like and follow, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. I would greatly appreciate every one of you guys. $25 down, just about. We got Sullivan on top. He's led every lap of this bad boy. Matthews in 2nd, Sanders 3rd. Young running in 4th. Hunter Carmichael's in 5th. We got Jeff Oakes up 7 positions in 6th. 7th will be Justin Cope, our current points leader. And in 8th is Alan Hinson. John Mickey in 9th. Rounding out your top 10, Larry Leviner. Lisa Hayes in the chat, number 5. All right. Old Aaron Matthews, he's doing a great job. Isn't that all about sheet metal? Chevy Camaro. Out of Munfordville, Kentucky. Hanging in there. He's been 2nd place the whole race. Doing what he has to do to get himself in contention for a victory. while we have a moment, we got this green flag run going. We're going to try to go over some of our sponsors. Tonight's the All About Sheet Metal 200. You guys need some sheet metal work done or need some sheet metal? I'm not exactly too sure what they do, but I'm pretty sure it's something to do with sheet metal. You can contact Aaron Matthews or Barry Sanders, the president of Moonshiners Racing League. They will get you information on how to get a hold of them and get you all set and in the right direction. Also, we have RS button boxes. Looking for a button box for your sim rig? Sick of using the keyboard and mouse? Check them out on Facebook. RS button boxes. Warrior Wraps. Warrior Wraps is at the top of the line, top quality. iRacing vehicles. They paint and do wraps for all sorts of different iRacing vehicles. They probably can hook you up with logos as well. You need a wrap? Message Warrior Wraps on Facebook. Got Hickory Harbor Design Company. They specialize in making wood plaques and stuff like that, and little gifts out of wood. You can find more information about what they do exactly. Message Barry Sanders. He can help you out with any questions you have. Serve Pro of Moorhead, Kentucky. Fire damage, water damage, you got any kind of devastations like that need to be dealt with, get a hold of Serve Pro. They'll be definitely glad to help you out. I was double checking through all the sponsors. I knew I missed one. Dirtworks Excavating. You need some dirt. You need some holes dug up. Them boys can get you done. Need some land leveled. Message Dirtworks Excavating. Find them on Facebook. Find them on the web. And they'll be glad to help you out. Them are all of our great and wonderful sponsors for Moonshiners Racing League. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Coming to 39 down, working on that stage 1 conclusion. Sullivan's out front, having a dominant performance so far today. He's looking real good. See if he can grab number 2. Second win of the season. We got Barry Sanders fouls in second. Aaron Matthews. And then number 5. All About Sheet Metal. Chevy Camaro. He's running in third, doing a great job. I just got word that Lisa and Eddie are in the chat. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. They are All About Sheet Metal. They are the owners. We appreciate you guys. Anybody watching needs any information about that wonderful company, message Lisa and Eddie of All About Sheet Metal, and they will be glad to give you more information. Aaron Matthews running in third, doing a great job representing. Got Hunter Carmichael doing a great job as well, running in fourth. And rounding out your top 5 at the moment will be Warren Young. Dominant performance so far from Chad Sullivan. Out to a 3-second lead over Barry Sanders. Brings it across the line. And he is definitely going to be your Stage 1 winner. Chad's not in Discord, so I can't get a interview with him. But congratulations to Chad on the Stage 1 win. We're going to take it side by side real quick for this while this stage caution happens and they get their pit stops done. We'll be right back. Pace car's in. We're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Second stage will be lap 90. Sullivan's been out front the whole race. Does anybody have any adjustments? Did they make any adjustments to give him trouble? They got any shot to beat Chad Sullivan, they're going to have to do some kind of adjustments, figure something out. You see Matthews right on Sullivan's bumper. He's trying not to let him go at all this time. Matthews got a nice jump the previous restart as well at the beginning of the race. Now you see Matthews looking on the inside of Sullivan. He's going to overtake for the lead. He's trying. See if he can make it happen. Got a nice run on the bottom. He's painting that yellow line. He gets past Sullivan. Yes, new leader, Aaron Matthews. Sullivan falls to second. We got Barry Sanders in third. New race leader, Aaron Matthews, taking a look on his rear view camera, looking at the rest of the field. You can see Chad Sullivan not going to let him get too far out. Takes a few laps to get these tires warmed up and up to temperature, so they got to make sure they're careful not to overdrive and get loose and spin out for a few laps. Matthews is trying to stretch that lead every lap. I think we got us a battle shaping up here between Matthews and Sullivan. You can't count out Sanders either. He's right there as well. Pretty much the top six are all bumper to bumper. Sullivan's looking low on Matthews. He's got to get out of the throttle so he doesn't get into the back of him. Matthews is under attack from Sullivan. See if he can hold him off. Sanders is right there, waiting for something to happen so he can overtake. I'm wondering if this battling's gonna make Chad wear his tires out more than he wants to. Matthews running a little bit higher. That's going to make it hard for Sullivan to get underneath him because Matthews is going to have that momentum on the high side to get a good run off the corner. And he's maintaining that lead, that gap. You see Sullivan close right in behind him. He's looking low. It's going to be very hard for Sullivan to make it stick down there and get a good run off, but he's definitely doing it. See if he can make it happen here. What a battle, side by side, for the race lead. Sullivan dips way down on the apron. That transition can bite you. Got to be careful. Chad Sullivan, takes back the lead. Lap 61. Matthews just got to fall in line, regroup, and think of what he's going to do to try to stick with Sullivan so he doesn't let Sullivan get too far out. Fourth place at Carmichael. Hanging in tough the whole race. Been top 5 the whole race. Taking care of his equipment. He's doing a great job. He had a rough race last night in the Cup Series. He's looking to bounce back, as well as Sanders. And they're looking to get a nice, solid run tonight. Then about a half a second back, we got Jeff Oakes running in P5, up 8 positions on the day. About a second behind him is 6th place of John Mickey. Mickey's got himself a victory. He's punched himself into the playoffs. Punched his ticket. So he's looking to just have solid runs and go trophy hunting the rest of the season, and then make a nice run in the playoffs and championship to hopefully win himself the White Lightning Xfinity Series Championship. It's going to be cool to see how many different winners we can have this season, or how many we're going to get in both series. Lap 69, working on 70. It's Chad Sullivan out front. Once again with Matthews in second. Sanders third, Carmichael fourth, Oakes in fifth. See him get a little loose on the exit there. Got to be easy on the throttle, or you could loop it right around at any minute. Sullivan's right on that yellow line. That's telling me that car is set up perfect. Got a nice battle here for second. Sanders, Carmichael, Matthews, Oaks. You could put a blanket over them all. While they're battling, Sullivan's checking out. He's liking it. He's working on opening that gap up to 2 seconds. Tires are getting worn out. It's getting more difficult to get the throttle down. And when you're battling like this side by side, like these gentlemen were previously, it just makes everything more difficult, and it makes it easier for the leader to get away. Check out our current points leader, Justin Cope. Well, maybe he's pulled it into the garage for the night. I don't see him on track. Tough break for Justin. That battle for second has fizzled out at the moment, and now they're single file. Just clicking off laps and riding, trying to get themselves to the stage 2, the end of stage 2, so they can get more adjustments and try to attack and give Chad Sullivan a run for his money. Sullivan's about a second and a half in front of Sanders. And then you got about half a second between Sanders and Carmichael. Top 5 are pretty close, and then there's a big gap between 5th and 6th. The top 5 is breaking away big time from 6th place and on back. About 9-second difference. 9-second gap between Oaks and Warren Young in the 9 Chevy Camaro. Got 10 more laps, and that all changes. Caution comes out for the stage end, and it's going to close everybody back up, and it's going to be a brand new, pretty much a brand new race. They get fresh tires, adjustments, and start all over again. It'll be like a 100-lap shootout. No more stages after this last one. It's just you're gonna see some green flag pit stops, strategy take play. Probably gonna see some drivers take 2. if they're really, really confident, they might not take tires at all. Who knows? A late race caution could happen as well. You never know. It's been green the whole race, other than our cautions, our stage cautions. So, a late race caution definitely can and has happened. Meanwhile, we got Chad Sullivan working on grabbing that second stage victory. He's out to a 2-second lead over Sanders and Carmichael. Matthews Oaks runs 4th and 5th. Check out our all about sheet metal Chevy Camaro, Aaron Matthews. And then number 5, he's running position 4, doing a great job with 5 to go in this stage. Keeping his car nice and clean, no damage on that thing. He gave Chad Sullivan a run for his money at the beginning of this second stage. Led a handful of laps. And definitely is going to get some adjustments here in a little bit. And try to figure out what he can do to beat Chad Sullivan. Checking on our in-car driver, Barry Sanders. Barry's doing a great job holding a steady wheel. Got a nice setup under him tonight. Running P2. He's doing a great job in the points as well here in the Xfinity Series. He's got a 3-way battle for second, I do believe it was, in the season points. So he's looking to get a win tonight and punch his ticket to the playoffs. That was Barry Sanders in the in-car. All right. The 21 of Chad Sullivan. Dominant all race long so far. Does anyone have anything for him? He has got the momentum from last week's victory at Vegas, and he's carrying it on here to Phoenix. And he is your Stage 2 winner. Swept both stages today. Great job by Chad. He's not in Discord, so I will not be able to get an interview with him at the moment. But congratulations to him. And we're going to take it side by side once again. while they get their pit stops done. $94 down out of 200. We got Chad Sullivan out front with Barry Sanders in second. Carmichael third. Matthews drops to fourth. Oaks fifth. Warren Young in sixth. Larry Leviner, seventh place. Paul Regney up 4 positions, runs in eighth. Darren Mills, ninth. John Mickey 10th. Alan Hinson 11th. Justin Cope in 12th. With Mark Cook rounding out your field in 13th. Alright, stages are all done. Now it's going to come down to a long run strategy. Who can have a great pit stop with no mistakes? Who has a great long run setup underneath them? We shall see. We're going to have around 100 laps to figure it out. Are we going to have a repeat winner, or are we going to continue our trend and have a 4th different winner out of 4 races? Here we go. Pace car has took it down pit lane. It's Sullivan and Sanders out front. Got to keep an eye on Aaron Matthews' last restart. He had a great restart and overtook the lead from Sullivan and led a good amount of laps. So we know Matthews has a good short run setup. Did he do some adjustments, get the right adjustments to get him a chance to have a shot at the long run? Sullivan's out front. Gets a nice jump. Sanders is looking to the outside of Carmichael. They almost made contact there. But everything is still clean and green, and we're good to go. Carmichael's right behind Sullivan. Got Larry Leviner looking down low. He got a little loose. He hung on to it, though. Everything's good. It's looking like to me maybe Aaron Matthews is taking it easy this time around so he has something for the long run. We'll have to wait and see there. That's what I would do. Take care of my stuff early on and try to have something for the long run. Save them tires. Because if you do what the leader's doing, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna be able to beat him. You gotta change it up. You gotta try something different. Sanders overtakes second from Carmichael. Got Oaks loose down on the bottom there. Got some right side damage, I do believe. Nothing serious. Just a scrape. Must have kissed the wall a little bit. But everything's good to go, so we continue green. 100 down, 100 to go. Does Sanders have something for Sullivan? It looks like it. Sanders is hungry. He wants a victory, and this is one of his favorite tracks. He's closing in right on the back bumper of Sullivan. We do know Sullivan has a better of a long run car set up than a short run, so that's something for Barry to keep in mind here. Save that equipment so you have something for the long run. See Sullivan pulls him on the straightaway. Little by little, Sullivan is stretching that lead out. He's been doing that all race long. Barry's not giving up just yet, though. He's hanging in tough. You can see the gap. Barry's not letting him get away that far. He's trying anything possible to stick right with Sullivan as much as he can. about a 2-second gap between Sanders and Carmichael. Meanwhile, Sullivan and Sanders are bumper to bumper. Take a look at Carmichael in third, about 2 seconds behind Sanders. Got some damage on the rear end of that thing. Somebody got in the back of him. Shouldn't hurt him too bad. The spoiler is crinkled up a little bit. But aerodynamics doesn't mean too much here at Phoenix. Then we got Larry Leviner running behind Carmichael, up 3 positions in fourth. Aaron Matthews runs in P5, looking low on Leviner. Can't get it done just yet. He'll keep working on Leviner and trying to improve his position. Long way to go still. These drivers still have a pit stop to make. They should be able to do 40, 50, maybe 60 laps on fuel, I would think. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of strategies that they have. And if they take 2 tires, 4 tires, or no tires. Sullivan's been consistent this season. Got himself a pair of 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, and a win so far. I'm going to be looking to improve on them stats. You see Carmichael got into some trouble there. He's got some damage on the back and on the right side. But he's still running third, so it's not hurting him too bad. All about sheet metal. Doing a great job tonight. Running fourth. And we got Warren Young in the RS button boxes, number 9 ride, running in 5th. The 20 of Jeff Oakes out of Jackson Center, PA, runs in 6th. Doing a great job, up 7 positions so far. Darren Mills in the number 2. Doing a great job as well. He's running 7th. 8th will be Larry Leviner and Paul Regney in 9th. The rest of the field, I believe they must have pulled it in. Oh no, we got Alan Hinton out there in the 22. He's running in 11th. Alan Hinton's doing pretty good in the standings. He's like, I believe, around 3rd place in the season standings, so he wants every point possible. And that definitely pays off when maybe you're not having the greatest run at a certain track, but if you stick it out and other drivers that you're competing against in the point standings pull it in and quit, but you stay out, that every point matters, so that definitely helps. Back up front, Chad Sullivan, continuing his dominant performance. And don't forget, this is the track where the championship race is decided later on in the season. This is great practice pretty much, and filling that notebook up of everything you've learned tonight in today's race to prepare for that championship battle. In the team standings so far, we got Rackhouse Racing currently in first with 389 points. Grim Reaper Racing falls behind in second. Rebel Racing's third, with 10 Floor Racing currently in fourth position in points. Venom Motorsports fifth, Warrior Racing sixth, Fetch Music Racing is in seventh. That's your team point standing so far for the White Lightning Xfinity Series. Darren Mills goes real high there. I don't know if he overcooked the corner a little bit, or he's just doing that, try to get a nice run off there. $125 down out of 200. We're getting there now. It's going to be interesting to see who pits first. They could probably make about 60 or 50, 60 laps on fuel, I would think. I'm not too sure on that. You see Leviner get loose. He hangs on to it, though. The 00 closes right in behind him of Regney. Regney's looking to the outside. Leviner's another one of them consistent drivers. He's got 3 top 10s so far. You can see he's got a little bit of damage on the right side of that machine. Got the Richard Petty paint scheme with KLC. That's KL Construction, I do believe. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry about that. Let's check out our battle up front. We got Chad Sullivan. Putting on a clinic. He's about a second and a half in front of Barry Sanders. Sanders is doing a great job as well. He's opened up around 5-second gap over Hunter Carmichael. Barry Sanders runs in second in the Yeet Yeet Chevy Camaro out of Lexington, Kentucky. Driving a great race. Trying anything possible to stick with Sullivan. Sullivan's got himself a 2-second lead over Barry. But we still got a long race to go. Anything could happen. Check out iSpeed TV on Facebook if you guys are looking for a broadcaster for your league. We got open availability throughout the week. Wednesdays and Thursdays we do the Moonshiners Racing League. But other than that, if you're looking for a broadcaster, message iSpeed TV and we'll be glad to get in contact with you and help you out. You can see Aaron Matthews creeping back into the picture, little by little, running fourth. He's going to be working on Hunter Carmichael in the 3 momentarily. He's catching him little by little each lap. Pit stops are on the minds of these drivers. I guarantee it. You're going to be seeing pit stops shortly. For the next 10-15 laps, I'm thinking. Carmichael and Matthews continue to run third and fourth. Matthews is inching his way ever so slightly each lap, closer and closer, trying to get up to Carmichael. Looks like Carmichael's actually pulling away a little bit now. When is Chad Sullivan going to pit? Will there be any penalties? You got to be careful entering pit road here. It's tricky. You can speed very easily. And you can miss your box very easy, especially if you're pitting on that tight corner. If your box is on that corner, very easily you can overshoot it, miss it. So you got to be extra careful. Got a 4-second lead over Barry Sanders. We're coming to 50 to go here in a couple of laps. Them tires have got to be shot. Got to feel like they're driving on ice. And we have a caution. That changes everything. Let's try to find out what happened here. Take a look at Hunter Carmichael. He just gets loose on exit. Tough break for Hunter Carmichael. He was running in P3, I do believe. Man, that's a tough break. Back to live action. We got Chad Sullivan coming down pit road for his pit service. Now, what are the drivers going to do? What adjustments are they going to make for a shorter run, 50 lap? But cautions breed cautions. Is there going to be more? Business is about to pick up, ladies and gentlemen. 50 lap shootout. It's like we're at the Saturday night races. Tempers could start flaring, bumpers can start bumping, you know. Anything's possible. All night long, Chad Sullivan has not had the best short run speed. His long run speed has definitely been key. So this is going to be interesting to see if what happens here, if somebody can overtake him. Got Barry Sanders in the pits, as well as Aaron Matthews. They both take 4 tires and fuel. It looked like Aaron Matthews beat Sanders out. Maybe not. Yeah. Yep. Definitely did. Wow, what a change of events. The whole race has been caution-free, other than the stages. Checking on Barry Sanders, our in-car driver for tonight. Does he have what it takes? Got Matthews all the way up to second. Great pit stop for him. The pace car dips down. We're going to stay with Barry Sanders here on this start for a lap. Give you guys a different view of a restart. Green is out. Sullivan fires. See him go way down below that apron. The tires are cold. It's going to be tricky. You can get real loose real quick here. You got to be very careful. Sanders is looking on the inside of Matthews, trying to overtake for second. It's a drag race. Got to be nice and smooth through here. Carry it out to the wall and do it all over again. That's a lap with Barry Sanders, our in-car driver here at Phoenix. We got a caution. Caution on the speedway. Let's check it out, see if we can see what happened. Looks like Paul Regney in the 00 there in the Toyota. I might have slowed it down a little too early. Sorry about that, but we'll stick with it, see what happens here. Got 3 wide going on here. That's never a good idea. Oh, the 93 got up into the 20. 20 got up into the 00, and mayhem ensues. Tough break for Regney there. Heavy damage on that hot rod. Like I was saying, cautions breed cautions. This might play in the hand of Matthews or Sanders. They got better short run vehicles setups than Sullivan. Well, early on in the race, that's what it looked like. So we have to wait and see. Will anybody pit here or not? Track position is everything. 157 done. Out of 200 here. It's been a great long race. Clean race. We've had 2 cautions here in the later part of the race. That's changed the whole aspect of this race. The outcome could be different. We're going to see. Chad Sullivan was out to a 4 or 5 second lead at one point. So now he's got his work cut out for him to see if he can hold off all these hungry drivers. Would be probably right around 40 to go when we get back green. Pace lights are off. The lights are off on the pace car, and we're about to get this show on the road once again. Green is out. Sullivan gets a nice jump once again. Takes her way down on that apron. Transition up at a racetrack. You can see the transition. How crazy it is. And it upsets that car. We got Matthews in second. He is definitely good on the short run. He proved that earlier. Sanders right on his bumper. Sanders looks way down low. He's going to try to paint that yellow line, wrap that bad boy, and overtake second from Matthews, and he does. He gets the job done. Now he sets his sights on Sullivan. Got 40 laps to go, and they're going to go quick here at Phoenix. See Regney in the pits repairing the damage from his accident he got into. Aaron Matthews, he's sitting with he comes into the night with 2 top 10s and a top 5. No wins yet, but consistency is great, and he's showing that he can be consistent week in and week out. Sullivan's opening up, trying to open up a second lead over Sanders. The gap between those two is getting bigger and bigger each lap. Definitely that is not what Sanders is looking for. He's hoping he can stick with Sullivan. Got a battle for third here. Aaron Matthews and Warren Young. Warren Young closing in ever so slightly. You can see Matthews got a little tight there. That's going to make it easier for Young to get a nice run off the exit and close the gap. This track is so technical, it's like racing a road course pretty much. It's got a road course type of feel kind of to it, even being oval. If you overdrive them corners, it's going to kill your speed, your momentum, and your chances to catching the guy in front of you is going to be pretty much impossible. So you got to be on your A game, hitting your marks each lap at all times. You see Sanders up there in second, going real high, trying to get anything he can to reel in Sullivan here. Sullivan's got a second gap between Sanders, and then Sanders and Matthews about another second. So the battle we're watching right now is between Matthews and Young for third. Oop. Young got in there a little too hot, but he's going to have a nice run off here, I think. Are we going to have our first repeat winner out of both series tonight? Chad Sullivan. It's looking pretty good for him to get his second win. He will be the first driver of both series to get multiple wins so far this season. Coming to 25 to go. It's been the Chad Sullivan Show. Check out our in-car driver, Barry Sanders, running in P2 once again. He's a second behind Sullivan. He's been a second pretty much for the last 5 laps or so. He's not losing anymore. He's not gaining. Kind of just riding right now hoping something might happen, maybe a late race caution to give him one more shot to give Sullivan another battle for that victory. Looks like he might have overshot that a little bit or got a little tight. Little loose on exit there. Nothing horrible though. That was a ride with our in-car driver Barry Sanders in the 8 Yee Chevy Camaro. Behind Sanders, it's Matthews. About 2 seconds behind him. A second and a half in third. Warren Young is still thirsty. He's hungry. Licking his chops. He wants to get past Matthews. Trying anything possible. We got 20 to go. Time is running out for these drivers. Will we have a late race caution? Close this field up one more time. Or will it end under green, this long green flag run? We've had a lot of long green flag runs. We've had a couple stage cautions and a couple cautions for incidents. But other than that, it's been a long green flag race. With Justin Cope, our current points leader, dropping out, that's probably going to shake up them points. We're going to find ourselves a new points leader going into next week at Atlanta. Sullivan on a Grim Reaper Racing, putting on a clinic. Davey Allison paint scheme. Always like that paint scheme. One of my favorites. We got 15 to go. Chad Sullivan's on top with Barry Sanders in second. Aaron Matthews follows behind in third. Warren Young fourth. Darren Mills in fifth. Sixth will be Larry Leviner. Jeff Oakes in seventh. Hunter Carmichael eighth. Paul Regney ninth. Alan Hinson is your top 10 current. John Mickey, Justin Cope, and Mark Cook, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Don't forget, next week, Wednesday night, for the Bootleggers Cup Series, Moonshiners Racing League will be back here live at 8 p.m. ISP TV for Atlanta Motor Speedway. Thursday night as well, 8 p.m. White Lightning Xfinity Series. Working our way to 10 to go. They worked their way through turn 2. Down the straightaway into turn 3. Matthews and Young, that battle has fizzled out for now. Drivers have just settled in and they're trying to just get this thing over with here. Got 10 to go. 10 to go rundown. Chad Sullivan. Dominant performance. Said it before, say it again. He is the man to beat tonight. Got Barry Sanders with a great run as well. Running in second out of Lexington, Kentucky. Aaron Matthews, all about sheet metal. Number 5 ride. Doing a great job. Running in third. Warren Young, up 1 position on the day in 4th. Darren Mills in 5th, up 3 spots. Got some right side damage on that hot rod, but he's still doing a great job in 4th. Or 5th, sorry about that. Larry Leviner runs in 6th. 7th is Jeff Oakes in the 20 out of Jackson Center, PA. Hunter Carmichael took it to the garage. He's currently in 8th. Paul Regney in the 00. Also parked it for the evening. Runs in 9th. And Alan Hinson out of Kannapolis, North Carolina is your top 10. 10 to go. Back up front. Mr. Dominant. It's looking like we're going to have a first time repeat winner for the season. But hopefully I didn't just do the broadcaster's curse. He's opened up a 4.5 second lead over Barry Sanders. Check out Barry. We got Aaron Matthews. Warren Young. They had a nice little battle going on earlier, but tires, the tires did not want to hang in there, and gonna have to settle for a nice top 5. Three to go. 1 lap to go. Got Chad Sullivan. Dominant performance. Led a whole bunch of laps today. And he is going to be our first repeat winner of the Moonshiners Racing League White Lightning Xfinity Series. Presented by All About Sheet Metal. It's the All About Sheet Metal 200. Congratulations to Chad on a dominant performance. Untouchable pretty much tonight. Aaron Matthews, Barry Sanders gave him a run for his money at times, but did not have what it takes tonight to overtake Chad for that win. Great job by him. Congratulations. Great job to Barry Sanders coming in second. Aaron Matthews third. Warren Young fourth. Darren Mills brings it home in P5. Hey, Aaron Matthews, it's Josh in the booth. You got a copy, bub?
Yes, sir. What's happening, Josh?
Hey, how you doing tonight? Great run tonight. You brought her home in position 3. You gave Chad Sullivan a run for his money there at that one restart. Led some laps. Talk about your race.
Oh man, I don't even know where to start. Gotta thank my team, Rack Outs Race first off. Uh, yeah, it's just tough. Sullivan's got it figured out. I had an opportunity to get by him there and make him earn just a little bit of it before he walked off and left us all.
Yeah, he was a tough customer tonight, but you guys hung in there. The long green flag runs, he just had a long run set up under him, but you guys did great. Held in there, top 3, you can't complain. What about next week at Atlanta? What's your chances for there?
It's just as good as anybody's, I guess. Haven't practiced there yet. I'm sure some of the guys have. Just have to take the All About Sheet Metal Chevrolet there and find out.
Yeah, man, all about sheet metal tonight, sponsoring tonight's race. You want to give anybody a shout out? You want to thank anybody?
Yeah, All About Sheet Metal. RS Button Boxes, Third Pro out of Moorhead. Sure, there's a couple more I can't think of right now. Barry Sanders for putting this on. He works hard at doing this.
Yeah, man. All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on that top 3 finish. Great points night for you, and we will catch you next week at Atlanta.
Righty, thank you.
Yeah, man. Hey, Barry Sanders. It's Josh in the booth. You got a copy, bub?
Sure do, buddy. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Great race tonight. P2, you did what you had to do. You gave Sullivan a run for his money here and there on the starts. He just had a long run set up under him. Talk about your race, man.
Second stage 1, second stage 2, second at the end. Just overall second all night. I mean, we could keep up with him for a little bit, and then all of a sudden I was checking his lap times. He was just getting a little bit faster, and I was getting a little bit slower. So at the end of the day, Sully's a really good driver. So we'll keep at it and see if we can't catch him one of these days.
Yeah, you had a great run. I mean, he was definitely the class of the field, but you were no slouch. You had some great stage points there. Great points all in all. Next week at Atlanta, What's your? You think you have any shot for him next week?
Yeah, we always got a shot. I like Atlanta, so we'll see how it goes. We'll work on it throughout the week and to next Tuesday, and we'll do some Xfinity practice. So we'll work on it and see where we're at and go from there.
Yeah, man. Well, these last couple weeks you've had some trouble, so tonight's top two, bringing it home second, has got to feel good.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
absolutely. Yeah, I don't ever feel bad being runner up solely, but one of these days we're gonna have to kick his ass. So
There you go, man. There you go. Well, you guys heard it from the man himself. You got anybody you want to thank? Any shout outs?
just congratulations to Solely. Thanks to all our sponsors and everybody that comes out and supports us. Definitely appreciate all about Sheet Metal sponsoring the race this evening. So thanks to everybody that helps put this together. So uh, congrats to Sully once again, and some of our rack house guys. They're finishing in the top 5. So we had Aaron in third and Warren in fourth. So we're getting there.
Yeah, very good points day for all you guys at Rack House. I do believe you're in the points lead for team points. I do believe.
Possibly.
But yeah, that's good. That's good stuff, man. Well, congratulations on that P2, and we will catch you next week at Atlanta, bub.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Yep. All right, that was Barry Sanders in the number 8, bringing home P2 tonight. Great points day for him. And Chad Sullivan, oops, got my mouse. Sorry about that. Chad Sullivan, our winner. I don't see him in here, so congratulations to him. He is our first repeat winner for the Moonshiners Racing League in both series. So congratulations to him. He's on a dominant run, got a lot of momentum, and that's what you want. Let's go over our finish in order here right quick. All right, we got Chad Sullivan grabbing that win. Barry Sanders in second. Great run for him. Aaron Matthews, all about sheet metal, tonight's race sponsor. He finishes in third. Warren Young, fourth. Darren Mills brings it home fifth. Larry Leviner, sixth. Seventh will be Jeff Oakes. Hunter Carmichael in eighth. Paul Regney, ninth. 10th will be Alan Hinson. John Mickey, 11th. 12th, Justin Cope. And rounding out your field is Mark Cook in 13th. Sullivan's definitely going to probably take the lead there. So he coming in the next week at Atlanta. He's got 2 wins under his belt. Punched his ticket into the playoffs. Got some great momentum going. So should be a great race next week. Catch us live on ISP TV Wednesday night for the Bootleggers Cup Series at 8 p.m. Followed by Thursday, White Lightning Xfinity Series, 8 p.m. as well. Both at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Should be a great race. Until then, we thank all of our wonderful sponsors here. Thanks to All About Sheet Metal for sponsoring tonight's event. The All About Sheet Metal 200, as well as last night's event, the Bootleggers Cup Series. They sponsored that as well. Until then, thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe, and we'll catch you later.